it will continue to be a problem with new technologies because the new roads for distribution. But the whole idea of watching films and audiovisual in your home is changing, and so people will be able to download. I mean, the filmothèque.com, that sort of thing, being able to choose your films is wonderful. But there again, how do you get that profit? Yeah, the returns to the actual creators of the films. It's difficult.
And do you think it would be easier if you made a co-production with your film to find a distribution company?
With a distributor, you mean? With
a co-production with the production of
even not really small budget, but even a medium budget, you have to have a co-producer. But the co-producer isn't necessarily the distributor. It can be the distributor. I mean, he can put money in it from the start, but that you can always wish for that. It's very difficult, and you don't necessarily want it. But distributors are one by one in countries. They only concern their own country. In this case, what you're asking for would be rather a sales agent. Then the sales agent does the casting.
No, it's inspired me that what you say, that there's a real problem between producers and distributors. But actually, from my own experience, I didn't get to know the whole scheme of production until I did distribution, because our company does both, from Lebanon with Europe. And basically, the development phase of production, because I hadn't gone too much into depth into distribution and worldwide territories. So I don't think the problem is the distributors. Like, the problem is not the producer. I think each one wants to work with, because distribution is not an easy thing to be done. And in our countries, in Lebanon, like, the producers are, and they end up losing lots of money because it's not their job. Even if they are directing the film, it doesn't mean they know how to distribute it. From our own point of view, because we know our territory. And that's the real important thing. As a producer, if I would go to look for a distributor, I would do the same thing, look for different countries, distributors, but not to find a big distributor, because they are overloaded and they would do the same scheme for all the film. So if I had an author film, I would compete, but who would do a real good job and a real specific job that's linked to my film as a producer. And that would do what we call the remontée de recettes, which means going up to the box office and the Middle East, because we used to do events around the film and the special marketing for it, and go to really targeted audience for the film and all these things. Basically, what I have learned as a producer as well is co-production.
No way around it.
From Lebanon, we work a lot with France, Belgium, those francophone countries. The local funding in Lebanon is only $15,000, so it's nothing. And our budget is still $1 million to make a good quality 35mm film. But now there are a few channels that they are noticing that there's a real market for Arabic films, at least Middle Eastern, not Moroccan or Tunisian, unfortunately.